Okay, cannibalization. The scenario is to take one component.
So there is any process like return order. We have this process.
We will see how the procedure will go.
Return it back to store.
Yes, we will see how is that. There will be at the end of the scenario, return to the store. But before that, just to recap the scenario, we are having one component. We will fix. After we fixing it, we will return it back to the warehouse. So basically, the first thing, suppose that our scenario, I took the engine from one equipment, I fix an equipment, a new engine in that equipment, and khalas, it is running. Now I have the old engine, I want to fix it. I will start by defining that engine in the system as a float unit. So let's go to the system, float unit job order. The first point, defining the float unit, new. So float unit name, engine 2.7 cc, for example. Item, this has to be linked from the beginning with item from the inventory items. Now maybe you will ask, if that item is not there, again the same general answer. It has to be defined in the ERB. After that, you will select it here by selection. So if I go to look and search for any engine that exists in the system, so I suppose to have, for example, let's take piston. Let's take the piston as an example. Piston, I will change it to engine piston 2.7 cc. So I have defined it, I have linked it to an item exists in my item list, float unit group. If you remember in the master file, there were a grouping. So this is only for sake of more arrangement. So the group is engines, workshop. Where is this will happen? It will happen, for example, in this particular workshop. I will select Riyadh main workshop, reference job order number. Now for reference job order number, you already take that part from where? From a job order that you remove this component from that equipment. So you have to select that job order. Here, as you can see, it is searchable. We improved it here, but we have to do the same everywhere. Or you can search by equipment code. So I suppose this is the job order. Remarks, fix this piston, reusable piston. Reusable piston. This is the first step. I have defined my float unit. Engine piston 2.7 cc. Okay, now I will work on that piston to fix it. So I will go job order, float unit. I have to define a new. What I do not mix it. What I have defined first, the float unit. Now I am defining the job order for fixing the float unit. Take care. New. Job order in charge. Saad. Any Saad. No problem. Yes. Float unit code. Engine piston 2.7 cc. The details are here. Then put any remarks and save. Then go to the list again after defining it. This is your job order. Now it is the same procedure. It's a normal job order where you can create MR, create repair task, hold, resume, transfer job order, same thing. Basically, you will create MR, you will receive the item, you will fix it, then you will move it to QC, then you will close it. I will not create MR because we have seen that cycle. Just I will create a repair task, piston. I will select anything from here, pivot shaft, fixing piston. Confirm. Okay, now in repair job order menu, you have the job order tracking. This is my repair task in this menu without company code, because this is without equipment code, because this is not for equipment, this is for component, which is the piston. So I will enter our consumption first, as usual. Total hours. It took me, for example, 8 hours to fix. Confirm. Okay. After that, I will close the task. Then I shall be able to close that job order. First, I have to move it to QC. Normal job order cycle now. Move to QC. Okay. Move to QC. Here, QC has approved the work. Okay. Now the final thing to do here is to close that job order after I finished fixing that piston. So closure will bring me the cost and remarks. Put your remarks and close the job order. Okay, I have finished that piston. Right now it is in the workshop. What is the next logical step? I should receive it in the warehouse. Yes.
What if this, while repairing this one, if it costs you money, then how to put petty cash in this one?
There was no petty cash? No problem, we will add it. Write it down. Don't rely on me, because maybe this would take long time. Because I have a lot of points that we need to do. Okay, so I have finished this job order. It's not here in this list in current record. It shall be in historical record. The next step, you will find it in another menu called float unit receiving. You will make a request for that float unit receiving. New. Requested by Phil, the one who is doing this. Float unit, engine piston 2.7 cc. Cost of a float unit. You can put the cost, the total cost by your hand manual. For example, 3,000. To which warehouse you want to put it? Riyadh main warehouse, I will select. And put the remarks. Save the request. Submit the request from outside, from the list. Wallahi, it's my fault. I should run you over in that forklift. You're playing, I know it. Okay, there shall be one level of approval. I will memorize your name. Any support ticket that will come from you, rejected.
Send me this Yambo code, I think for him.
I remember he is Astaghfirullah.
Send you for this guy.
Okay, approval.
No, 100% it will not be done.
300. Now the next step is tracking. Tracking means send this to the SCM team. So you will hand it over to them and you will replicate with AX, then they will receive it. And that will conclude the float unit. Not posted, replicated. After they will post it, your cycle will be finished.